good to see you all, and welcome to tonight's thrilling conclusion of Turnabout Goodbyes, as part of the grand, I would say, repertoire of productions that you have witnessed over the past 9 weeks by La Théâtre de Phénix. We are all very excited backstage. Somebody, I won't say who, threw up out of pure nerves. But let's give you a brief recap of where we are in the story. So, Phénix Wright, Ace Attorney, his friend, sort of, from school. They briefly know each other and they dream about each other a lot. And now Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth has been accused of murder. Now, over the course of the investigation, we've met a crazy old man called Uncle and other various things. So, the most recent revelation is they discovered in a safe in Uncle's house a letter telling him how to frame Edgeworth for murder. That letter written by Edgeworth's mentor, Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. I know, very soap opera. Very soap opera. Now, when they went to find out more about the incident that started it all, the DL6 incident, Manfred von Karma was waiting for them, and using his power of persuasion, also known as a literal stun gun, he managed to get away with most of the evidence, with the exception of one thing: a bullet used in the DL6 case in a Ziploc bag. How is that going to be helpful? Will we find out where Lotta Hart is from? And when will these two lawyers kiss? For God's sake. So many questions, so little time. So, without further ado, this is a one act, by the way, so I hope you cleared your bowels. Let us enter the final trial segment of Turnabout Goodbyes. December 28th, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to... Oh, bloody hell. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Not a few things. A lot. What? What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder.
Sensitive on that shoulder.
Oh, I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the gun yesterday. Anyhow, today is the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum, as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
I'm sensitive on that back.
Maya, I've got a sensitive shoulder. Edgeworth's got a sensitive back. Maybe
it's in the
you
file.
should go outside and discharge. It was in the file with some red biro.
Discharge?
Right, good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Yeah, pal! Jesus! What's gotten into that girl?
She's touching body parts. Detective Gumshoe!
Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night. Took all night, pal.
My sweet gumshoe, are you okay?
Just, had a little toffee in my corner of my mouth there.
Oh, that's okay.
I actually did most of the legwork on the apprehension of the suspect, so...
He really did.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. And you know what, Droopy? Thank you too. You must be tired, the both
You
of
did
you.
a great job.
Don't encourage him.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good.
Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Why are we all here instead of with our families? It's the holidays.
I can't wait for New
Why
Year.
I love the Irish.
Bull! Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defence is ready, Your Honour.
The prosecution is ready.
Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Come on. Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he bloody says.
Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested.
I mean, he didn't do all the work, but okay.
Shut silence! In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as is necessary.
Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake. From there, he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness. Witness? Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
Objection! The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well. Please bring and begin your testimony.
I'm gonna bring it to you.
You'll have to bring it.
Yeah, why I left the cart by me. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday, just like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I was strolling. I went to buy some food for Polly. See? Yeah, I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of them there motive things, right? And I don't got one. Don't have one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. That's why I got my hat on.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi! You're Yanni Yogi! And I'm going to prove it.
Well, there's a whole thing about me traveling through time.
Hold it! I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realised you were in danger.
Objection! No, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi.
I wasn't running away or nothing. I was skipping.
Hold it! Then why did you leave?
Objection! He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is doing the talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 bloody minutes.
That's right, listen to your elders, Keith. Well, I went to buy some food for Polly, see? You know...
Hold it. Food.
Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from Frenchie. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack?
Well, you had my bird in your backpack. I kind of got lost, you see.
Objection! The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Yeah, right. Nice drive on Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I believe that immediately.
I see. So he was lost.
I'm lost.
Please, Your Honour, come to your senses.
Figured I got nothing to do with this incident,
Hold it. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it. I mean, I can't even remember the start of this sentence.
Slam. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are.
Objection! The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
Am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
Yeah, I mean, need one of them motive things, right? And I don't got one.
Hold it. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do, sir. You do.
That's not the slam dunk you think it is.
What a slam dunk that was. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond.
Wasn't he on top gear?
That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Objection! Please, don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Gavel! Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, yes, Your Honour.
You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory the past of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Nod. Of course, Your Honour. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Slam. Both of these statements are lies.
Oh my god.
Oh, what? You remember some things or not?
I don't believe it.
Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honour.
Now, this is interesting.
Oh, snap.
I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
He's your mother.
Don't play dumb on Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Oh, who could it be? His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Wait, I mean,
Yogi?
Yes, Bubba?
That name does seem familiar.
Better than your average bailiff?
Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident.
That's my favorite incident.
I thought the judge would have heard of it, but it was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Sam, Your Honour, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Objection!
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law and possibly an ASMR tape. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now.
Should have gone before the trial.
If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honour, please take this man's fingerprints.
You got me, I'm Jean Valjean.
Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
You look like Al Pacino.
I see. That makes sense.
Really should have
Meryl Streep.
Really should have fingerprinted suspects. That's basic police work.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
Lost him in odd 4.
What? What? No fingerprints?
And you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you snake. You burnt your fingers off to hide your past.
I got no fingers left.
That is gross.
Look at him.
Well, if the witness has no finger or fingerprints,
Put those stumps away.
I guess we will. Oh, good Lord! I guess we will not be able to prove his identity.
I'm waving at you.
Dude, I've got a bucket, Judge. Hang on.
Oh, thank you.
They're weeping.
His hands are like his gloves, fingerless.
Oh gosh!
No!
There, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. 9?
No, 9. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Oh, doom and gloom
Fingers off.
snap.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the parrot for a little comic relief?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner from karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine the parrot?
What is it, Nick? No. Not going to...
Your
Are you
Honour?
shitting me?
Slam. The defence would like to talk to Mr. Von Karma would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
You'll be taking me up nothing. I take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal?
Exactly, Your Honour. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
Oh my
Now
god,
we're
you
cooking.
can't-
That's what I'm
Come
talking
on,
about. This is why I came here.
Careful! Order? What do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Objection. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot Von Karma.
Who's Parrot Von Karma?
Ma'am, I have a right to do as you suggested.
He's got you there, Dracula.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest.
You look like a secondary boss from Castlevania.
Shush!
You look like a secondary designer from Castlevania.
Of course. Should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Let the parrot take the stand.
Let the parrot take the stand. Let the parrot take the stand.
Let the parrot.
I will cross-examine her, Your Honour.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever had.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, well, I think so.
Paul, you want the death penalty?
Devil! Bailiff! Bring in the parrot.
Bringing in the parrot, sir.
Thank you, Julia.
Hey.
What?
Good Lord.
This isn't about my taxes, is it?
Yes, that's quite a bird.
Thank you.
Please tell us your name? Name! The stenographers can still spell that. The witness is ignoring me. I'm getting very cross.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Tell me about it, mate.
Very well, witness. Piece of shit. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Hello? Hello? What?
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Good Lord.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Mayor? Hold it. Slam. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Mayor, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
Remember, 2 days ago. Flashback, flashback, flashback.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
What? Don't forget DL-6! What?
Flash forward, flash forward, flash forward, flash forward. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL/6.
Polly, have we forgotten something?
Hello? Hello? What?
Uh-huh. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. We forgot.
This is leading the witness, surely. Hello? Hello? What?
Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait.
I think he's got spiders up his sleeves.
Don't tell me Von Karma expected this.
He anticipated the parrot.
He couldn't have restrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Hold it. Slam. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me.
He's really going through with this, isn't he? He's gone all in on this.
I've heard of a parrot court.
What?
I mean, kangaroo court. Why not a parrot court?
I get it now. I get it. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Sleeves are massive.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi.
Hold it. Slam. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should get her to say her name.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly. What?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that the parrot is named Polly.
Last name Amory.
Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Yes, it does.
Oh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof!
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, I never take bluffing too far. We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honour, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... I'll just look at my evidence rucksack and... just have a look at this. Don't mind me. Just reading through my notes. Right, let's give him a present. Take that!
The DL-6 case file. Objection! That's quite a large file you have there.
Buy a guy a drink first.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Which page is this proof on then? Show us, or stop wasting our time.
Yeah, take it off.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name?
It's on the suspect data page. I made a nice contents page at the front, so it should be easy to find.
Yes, that's very nice.
Here it is.
Macrame work.
This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right, the one I'm tapping right here. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? That's where I'm tapping my finger.
Indeed. Yeah, okay, stop tapping. Yes.
Sorry.
Anyway, it does say that, yes.
I'm going to carry on tapping. What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly?
Exactly, Your Honour.
Ooh.
He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. Slam. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Objection! Bah! A mere coincidence. That is all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phénix.
Oh my god, she must be you.
It smells terrible. There, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
No pimping in the court.
How old is your granddaughter?
She's only 7 years old.
Throw it back.
Christ.
Throw it back.
Right, okay, let's get out of here.
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Nice word. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right. But what?
Very well. Witness, you may continue.
What? I'm not going back to jail.
I
served my nickel. You come and take me.
Hold it. Slam. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak.
Everyone's talking too fast.
Hold it. Slam again. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect a second. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, what was the number of the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228. What?
What a reckless parrot. Very well, Mr. Wright. You aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker now.
Actually, it does. That's why I had to say it.
Ha! Ridiculous! How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Have a look at my bag. Let's have a little read of this. Take that.
The DL-6 case file?
That's my favorite case file.
What is this obsession you have with that case?
You look like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen's dad.
Is he now? Mr. Wright. Where in this file is something related to that safe number?
It's on the case summary page.
The
See?
case summary?
It's on the contents. Remember the contents?
You're a judge. You should know what a case summary is.
I'm just distracted. There's a great collage on here.
Thank you. Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
You know, it is quite summary.
The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, but 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
But that safe burned down 10 years ago tonight.
He used the date on the DL-6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honour. Slam, that's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coinky-dink. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Not that I do.
1228.
Objection!
Leap year.
Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number at 0001 because I'm number one.
Quick, everyone.
Let's go.
Gonna
Drink
get
some,
it
drink
done.
some karma.
Let's go to Mexico.
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Gavel! That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That is all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coinky-dinks at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
And 3 is just carelessness.
What are you saying?
Gavel is what I'm saying. Summon the caretaker of the boat shop.
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop.
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop.
Caretaker of the boat shop.
You're right, it is quite summony.
And immediately, please.
Immediately.
Good. That'll get him.
I'm gonna high-five my parrot on the way down.
Witness, Tell us your name.
Yeah, I'm Jean Valjean.
Objection! Wait. This witness, it doesn't remember. No.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. You got me.
Huh?
I've accomplished what I wanted to. I'm done.
Jesus, he's fit.
Nick, he looks totally different.
I changed my posture.
This is the real Yogi, I think, finally.
Yogi, step on my neck.
Very well.
He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity.
Which is
I'm
a
a
total
power
fox.
top.
Acting for 15 years.
That's commitment.
Oh, yes.
Well, let me ask you again. You silver fox, you.
Let me
Please.
stroke your beard.
Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi.
I request the witness's number.
15 years ago, I'll give you my number later. I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Oh my god.
Now we
this
have
is a
Gary.
soap- this is
Yeah,
actually a
he
soap
would
opera.
get it hard.
Eat it.
Order, order. Me first in that order. Yanni Yogi. So what was it? Was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it.
Right, off home, everyone. Bye. Lovely trial. Bye.
There we go. Marvelous. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's great, mate. So if we all leave now, we might beat traffic.
Pool party. Who said pool
Robert
party?
Hammond. He
Pool
said
party!
I was mentally unsound.
Somebody say pool party.
He told me it would make me innocent. Get me off
Oh, that's a shame.
the hook.
Aye.
Get me off the hook.
I've got a keg in my car.
So
Hey!
I pretended to have brain damage.
That's great, mate. Wonderful.
I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my pool, my party, my social standing.
I've got an olive in my navel.
Social standing as a bailiff?
My aunt has a house that overlooks the ocean. We can all hang out there.
Body shots. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who'd sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it.
Guys, I got brioche burger buns.
Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, he's still talking.
Do you have anything that's vegan?
I have no regrets.
Full on mushroom sticking up your ass.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth?
Oh, is that what he was talking about?
Wait, are they still going?
I think there's something to do with the plot here. What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter.
Sure as hell are, you're in my court.
Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
So should I play
From
synth
top
for this,
here.
or
Do we go?
should I play synth, or
Ooh,
I've got my shirt off. Hey!
shirts stay on for the moment. Von Karner, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
Here it comes.
innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you aren't cleared of suspicion for this particular case.
Great. Where was the pool party again?
So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond.
Okay. So
Any
the pool is-
objections?
Okay.
Anyone with wearing Hawaiian shirts?
Could someone rub lotion in my back?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, raising
Here we go, baby.
not guilty.
Hey, pool party!
Bravo! That is all. The court is adjourned.
Totally taking this parrot with us, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Objection!
Come on.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Right. But that means... No. Edgeworth?
That's right, baby. Your Honor. I object to your judgment.
Christ.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all.
We were so close, mate.
As we've heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond from Top Gear in revenge.
I admitted to that.
But revenge for what?
Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's gonna tell him he was the murderer in the DL-6 incident. He's going to tell him he killed his own dad.
You just said the exact same thing in 4 different ways.
Hey, these are my lines!
I'm getting ready. I'm gonna say
What
something.
do I do? Objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outbursts. There we go. Let's go to the pool.
Objection! Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth!
That's the
He's
title of my
right.
new album.
We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
That's my second
5,000 Q.
album. Oh, for 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself.
Get on with it!
But now, listen, I'm building tension.
All
now
right,
I
save
know
it for your live journal.
Oh my god. Now I know. How did you hear about that? It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL-6 incident. It was me? Your Honor, I confess my guilt.
Why, Ruffles, you just got interesting.
Who let her in? I am guilty for DL-6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me!
Why is he looking sideways? It's almost as if they didn't draw him pointing forwards.
Someone put a mirror here.
Who's he pointing
Jesus,
at?
who's he
I don't
pointing at?
understand.
Gavel, gavel, gavel. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime.
It's possible I was very confused.
A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today?
That's improbable.
It is. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Try judging it?
Take it off!
It's obvious. We hold a trial
Right here, right now.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right now? Right here? Right now?
Superstar DJs, here we go. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Oh my god.
Oh, superstar. I think I'd like to have a 5-minute recess.
Is that a soft 5 or a hard 5?
It's a hard 5.
Always a high five.
During
I'll give
this
you a high
time,
five.
I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Gavel.
What's adjourned?
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. They actually cross-examined the parrot. What the...
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort.
Oh, he's a sad panda.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, you kill your dad.
That's right, rub it in. I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Right? Are you interested? Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
Even if it's manslaughter?
Even if it's manslaughter, put them to death.
This is crazy. Just crazy. The parrot I could get behind, but this crosses the line. And Mr. Wright.
Nick? What are you doing?
You want to punish me?
Shit. Oh. Part of my trousers. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
I'll say.
Your case? For what?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
Sexy. Innocent.
I think I got away with that.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
Would you believe my new nightmare? Wes Craven's new nightmare? What?
It's just a dream, mate. It's not real. The truth is right here, in this court record.
But if you die in the dream, you die in real life.
In any case, tighten your belts and other things.
And also,
Don't
if you
worry.
die in the
Let that
dream,
open.
it just kicks you
Beginning.
back up to the next dream level.
Oh,
That's
does it?
true as well. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Actually, you can't be proven innocent in a court of law. Right.
December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court. Courtroom... Wait a second, 2:30. Oh my god, my dentist!
Where'd he go?
Gavel. Then I would like to resume our trial.
I'd like to resume our pool party.
Judge! Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, slow though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL/6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
What book?
Where?
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
Nod, shake. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Gavel. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
The ultimate humiliation.
He's wearing Bermuda shorts.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney in shorts.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth.
We called him Gredgeworth.
Is this correct?
It is correct.
That is a weird thing to call your father. Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit in. Who am I saying this to, or thinking it rather? That will be the key, but only if I get it to work.
Use the law, Phénix. Let
What's
go. Use the law, Phénix.
Mia?
Obviously
There's a
not.
mole in the circus.
Please. Please.
That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. The trial of strength. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. I put it together from there. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. There's only so many times you can sing Wheels on the Bus. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
It's the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Oh, he got bored of Wheels on the Bus as well?
Very well. It's a terrible song. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
All day long.
Yes, Your Honour.
That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. Oh, this is really hard, actually, now that I'm doing it myself.
Right, just give him a present.
Oh, thank you.
Objection! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
What, the mice?
That's right, and their little girlfriend as well.
Nice.
And they went down under to fix the elevator?
That was later on in the sequel.
I see.
No. But that doesn't make sense.
Thank goodness, I thought it was just me.
Look at this file one more time. Look, the one I'm tapping here. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
Objection! You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you?
It's a nice file with a nice content.
Yes, I know it's got a lot of glitter on it. I do not accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on.
This isn't the slam dunk you think it is.
I think this is.
Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
It's only 3 pages long.
Look at the victim data, page 3. Look on this file. It says it quite plainly in glitter pen, the murder weapon was fired twice.
God,
twice.
That's
one more than one.
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. Fair play. So, who fired the remaining shots?
Oh,
that was
So
nice,
it was
probably.
the parrot, and then it was the parrot.
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
From the grassy knoll.
Objection! Your Honor, as I'm sure you are aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated.
Like your wardrobe.
Easy now. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired.
I don't know where that wardrobe's from or when.
It's from big and tall and
Name a date, like a century. Just come on.
1228.
It might have been
Oh
fired
my
the
God.
day before the incident, for all we know. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
He looks like Louis XIV and Morton Harkett got in a transporter accident.
Looks like Louis XIV after he's been sucked dry by a vampire.
What?
I see. I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of these shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case?
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you the proof.
What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof.
Sweet.
Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Gunshots do tend to be relevant.
I'm just playing some synth for you, Phoenix, while you figure this out.
Cheers, Gary.
I love this, Gary.
Is it this photo here? Let's give him a present. Take that. Look at this photograph, the one I'm tapping here.
Every time I see it, it makes me laugh.
Every time I see it, it makes me laugh.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. Ugh. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
Edgeworth, we called him. I miss you.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. The photo proves this.
Ooh. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
In the elevator, probably.
Your Honor, please get the clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Take that. Slam. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Second slam, Your Honor. Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus...
Big word for you, mate.
A word of the day. Someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Oh,
God,
cool.
who could it
I'm
have
actually getting fatigued
That
with this
was
voice.
massive.
Devil! Order!
I feel like we've lost sight of the beach.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's not to the delightful beach.
Sorry, lads, we'll get to the beach soon, but it's
Oh, yeah, the
simple,
beach.
Your Honour.
I forgot.
At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. See,
Please
you can
stop
see quite
saying
good.
it, please.
Edgeworth, can you see? See your dad there?
Yeah,
That's where it
okay,
went.
great. Just put it away, will you, please?
All right, I'll pop that down there.
5 minutes.
The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
But, Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
Of course.
Objection! I knew I should have stepped in before your vile fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL-6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Page 2.
It is summary.
The case summary. That's on page 1. I do apologise, it's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
Sounds like you're bragging.
So, if the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. It's a terrible nickname. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
I've heard accents get better if you do them louder.
Oh, bullet hole.
Order, I will have order.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet.
Have you checked up your arse?
Gavel.
So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
To what, 15% off?
I praise the judge for this Sorry, I just got a bit of my ruffle stuck in my throat. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Like you should.
Gah! How did this happen?
Come a long, long way together, so the bad times aren't so good.
Oh, I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole bloody incident?
My favourite incident as well.
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Mayor.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures, another big word, are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, you know, that funny one with his dead dad, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick?
Gavel! Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident.
Not really.
Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? I know it's been hard.
As best
was
I
a
can,
parrot?
honestly. Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
I'm regretting getting myself declared guilty, but no, I do not, no.
So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
I did not mean to kill Gredgeworth. Yes, I did.
Oh no! He's confessing!
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today.
See, it's harder to say Gregory Edgeworth.
I know. Once it's in your head, it just stays there.
That's
Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today. Right here.
Good
Right now!
Superstar DJs, here we go. Right now!
Oh no, you're too late. We already did it.
Oh, damn it. Damn it, it's a club Euro hit.
I have to praise you.
Does anyone have any objections? Reticently.
I've been here before. I remember this courtroom. It's just like my first day in court. About 2 weeks ago. There were so many things I knew I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Is he composing a song?
Mr. Wright, stop composing a song in my courtroom.
Objection!
That's more like it.
Your Honor, Slam, I object.
There's the chorus.
Oh, no. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oof. On that ground.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no!
Hurrah! Maybe that'll distract him.
It must exist. The second bullet.
We have a mole in the circus.
Use the law, Phénix.
Mia, are you sure that's not you? What?
The man in the white suit, Phénix.
What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where?
Someone took it to the Dagobah system.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor.
I'm so glad I put on my church organ setting on the synth.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, cheers. We really appreciate it,
Good
Gary.
stuff, Gary.
Thanks very much, Gary.
The second bullet. It exists.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realise that, Your Honour. I'm really grasping here. Christ.
Get off me.
It's sorry. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
Whom? The murderer.
Objection! The murderer. Then tell us just who this murderer is.
Still thinking about that one, Von Karma, mate.
Though the criminal took the second bullet, why would he? First of all, how could he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Just ask me. I'm not guilty of any murders. It's not what's at stake here. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Got it. He was wearing high camp church gothic.
Had to take it.
Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean?
Kind hearts and coronets, Phénix.
You're thinking too normal.
No, says the man in Moscow.
Think crazy. I understand you have rooms to let.
Moscow rules, Phénix.
Rikita.
Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think the
Murder
other words.
by death.
Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Quite right, Percy. I should have known better than to ask.
Mr. Wright, you appear to be doing a lot of Alec Guinness impressions.
Yes, Your Honour. God, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuckity fuck. Maybe the bullet hit the murderer.
The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you?
He's threatening the judge.
It's not like you could perform surgery right there.
He's going into detail.
You know? I was just talking off the top of my head. I don't think anyone guessed that, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot? And he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unarmed.
And unharmed.
Unharmed, even. Unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside. Yes.
The murders are coming from outside the house.
Oh God, the humanity. Jesus Christ.
The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it.
Everybody's love to Anne.
The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside.
Does that mean they like it,
Meanwhile,
Percy?
in the halls of justice, the boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I have ever known.
That's an understatement. He cross-examined a parrot, mate.
Thank you very much.
I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
Thank you.
Objection! What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Party?
Crazy.
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Was it pool party?
He did say that too.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation several months after that, you see? Yes, an unusual event for the man. Despite the hair-trigger nature of beach parties breaking out in all directions in our judicial system, that was the first and last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting.
I heard someone say beach party.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean?
It could only mean one thing.
There's a mole at the head of the circus.
He was the murderer in the DL-6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gretchworth.
It was Von Karma.
You both said the same thing 4 times collectively.
Gretchworth? The murderer? Oh, man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem, dazed.
Oh, no, Your Honour.
Well? You have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Should I come out and say it now? I don't know.
It was
Maybe
Bill
build
Hayden,
it up.
Phénix.
Slam, Your Honour. There is a suspect. One lone suspect. As all suspects are.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
Wheeze-neek. Palms are sweaty.
Oh, I wish I had my mum's spaghetti right now.
There's vomit on his sweater already. Mum's spaghetti in the Dagobah system.
What?
Slam! Von Karma!
Good job, baby. Now come out.
Von Karma?
Oh?
Big ol' sit face.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? Sitting right there? You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst is my objection.
Little Slam, because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from this incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. Too well. He's perfect. In many ways, he wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull a bullet out by himself? Cause that's metal. And insane!
No, we couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. I've tried many times.
Not with that attitude.
Ozzy could do it.
Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
All right, everyone, turn out your pockets.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Slam. All right, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence.
What?
Your la-di-da evidence. The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Take that! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail, rather. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I wonder. I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
But I am so metal. You don't mean...
Nod. I do. Slam. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Oh my god,
It's
what is happening?
It's not hard.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out.
Take your top off.
We could use this metal detector.
No, I agree with the first guy. Take your top off.
Skin off.
Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
Steady
Take
now,
your top off,
steady
Luke.
now.
Take it
Oh,
off.
no, I'm going to take my top off.
Take your top off.
Action! Oh, you stay away. Oh, I refuse. You refuse? But refusing, this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Makes the
Weird.
judge
Weird.
sound weird.
Prince Albert. Weird.
Order.
Slam, Your Honour. The defence requests that we are allowed to use the metal detector.
Objection! Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
This is a slippery slope you're marking down here.
Objection! The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. Sam, it was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Right here. Right now.
Right
There's no other
here.
place I'd rather be.
Gavel! Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector.
Sweet.
Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
The gradual erosion of civil rights.
I don't know. But that guy does have a point. But we have to give it a shot.
Oh my god, there's metal. There's so much metal in this area. It's crazy.
It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder.
Oh my
I'm
god,
just
there's
so
metal.
metal.
There's metal in his
I'm just
right
so-
shoulder.
The bullet. Pack my metal detector away. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent.
Hmm?
Indeed,
there is a bullet in my shoulder.
How's he going to get out of this one?
However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
Nicely played.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL-6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL-6.
This is masterful bullshitting.
What?
I think it
fuck?
is.
I don't believe
more.
it.
I'm sure I've seen more
Embarrassing.
before.
But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is you who must prove something here, Mr. Right. Not I. But Mr. Right. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL Mother-Loving -6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL-6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
It's no proof. You cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
Oh, Shake. No. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
Well, what? What, even?
You were close. Yeah. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof.
Jesus, what a fucking takedown.
What? What?
Who would have thought you would have dug your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL-6 incident. Slam. And here's my final proof. So I reach into my rucksack. Take that.
That's a bullet. Yeah, it's definitely a bullet. Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL- incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gredgeworth. Sam. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. Back to the present. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. This definitely won't come up later. It's quite accurate.
They are. Remember that back on Boxing Day? We have 2 bullets in our possession. One of the bullet removed from Gredgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyse both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, Slam, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gredgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder.
Are you here?
And you will allow me to take my top off when we do that. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. Sam, and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
What?
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help! I can't breathe!
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
Get away. Get away from my Gredgeworth.
Bang.
Yes, that's the one. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Oh my god, he's
that
actually
seems
going down.
obvious.
I'm
Well,
screaming if we don't
that's
take
mad.
that.
Like 90% saying he's a werewolf.
Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me!
That's quite a display. So, it was you.
You and your father are my cats.
He is literally beating his head against the wall.
Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record.
I can see a beach party in my future.
And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. For my beautiful shoulder, it's my favorite one. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death.
Shouldn't
Death.
a bailiff step in or something?
Hey, Gary, mate, if you wouldn't
brutal.
mind just...
15 years earlier.
Mr. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error.
Prosecutor.
I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
Kenneth Williams, what are you doing here?
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized.
Stop messing about.
I've covered you in the past, but not this time.
Oh, Edgeworth. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the courtroom, rummaging around. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button and nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Bang. In his last moments, Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now! End it! Very well. Gavel. It appears that we have come a very long way. Really quite a lot. It's a really long way.
It has been quite long.
Quite, it's been. We can all agree that to the end of this maze.
Ridiculously long.
Good Lord.
Wow.
To the end of this maze. 15 years later.
It feels like about that long.
It does, doesn't it? Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes?
Medgeworth? Doesn't quite work.
You honor me with that nickname. Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. Yes. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gavel. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
Oh boy.
not guilty.
That's what I like to hear.
Betty Cannon, ready to go.
Pool party.
All that is all. The court is adjourned.
Pool party.
Hey guys, Fatboy Slim is gonna play at the pool party. I just found out.
When? Right here? Right now?
December 28th, 5:38. It was 2:30 when they started. Jesus, it's a long trial. District
so
Court,
tired.
defendant lobby number 2.
I love guarding this door.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
Ha! It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory.
Kiss.
I think they should kiss.
Maybe
So-
in game 2.
It's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm,
you can tell me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to say this.
Just
Say it. Say it. Oh, I know. Try thank you.
I love thank you. I see. I love thank you, right?
I love that. You're welcome.
Good.
I think you could have done better than that.
Damn right.
Kiss. Kiss on the lips.
Oh, sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You are.
Look, mistletoe.
You've got to learn, Edgeworth.
We could learn together.
What?
Dear.
Woo! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal, even if you are engaged to a 7-year-old. And tonight, let's party! Pool party. Dinner's on me. We'll go to my aunt's place. It's by the ocean.
Yeah, great.
I mean, my salary went down a bit this month. We had to make room for Droopy, but who cares?
I mean, I care quite a bit. You know, my salary's important to me. I've got 17 children.
And whose fault is that?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe.
Gladly.
That's how you say thank you.
I'm ready. I see. Whoa!
Ah!
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time.
I'm trying.
You'll get used to it. And
I
don't
doubt
forget
it.
lube.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
Hey, y'all, who do I see there through my binoculars?
Oh, Christ.
Lana!
Y'all were great in there.
Why, thank you.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank you all very much.
Oh, look at you trying. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you with all your ruffles. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
Oh, we would.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
I mean, if you want to get all legalese on me, I mean, let's just let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Gumshoe's having a party.
Oh, well, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Like 2 days.
Really? I mean, isn't it still Christmas break? But you know what? That's too bad.
It's a special college. I mean, what? Huh?
Huh?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh?
It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
I can't play thumb war at the moment. Look, you don't look sick.
It's Kianci. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Larry.
I'm fine now for some. Yo, Edgy. There you are. Yeah.
Yes. Here I am.
Congratulations, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. It's an envelope or something.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts! You come along tonight too. My treat, pal. I'm gonna bankrupt myself.
Ha! A thing. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me, man. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right?
No,
Right.
it's talk for another type of thing. I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
I've literally never heard of that.
I do it all the time.
It's $38, right?
That's weird.
Huh? That's a weird amount. I mean, that's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly.
Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? Christ, my lunches at school are expensive. No. No! Larry? It was you?
Larry Butts, I'm placing you arrest. What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored. He came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history. Aha.
Edgeworth? You didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you. Remember?
Yeah. Too fucking well.
Too fucking right. Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. Probably would know it, but anyway, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
I'm right here, guys. I'm right here.
I know.
Jesus, guys. I just...
Really right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this is sure an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth?
Hmm?
You should have told me.
Pop the question.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it.
Grr. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, I'd call you a goody two-shoes to the extreme.
Yeah. And you get worked up too easily, too.
And you smell? Sorry.
Death! The death sentence for both of you!
Okay, we'll arrest
Come
him.
on,
Hey,
let's...
now.
Man, if only I'd known I'd become a prosecutor.
Whoa, man.
Does pay a lot better. The same goes for me, only the other way around.
Dopey, fire up the chair.
For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father.
Yeah, but this is
I
more
thought-
serious.
Hey, no, well, admittedly, yes. But I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth?
Want to switch right?
Oh my god, he's saying he's a switch.
I like to switch. Want to switch, right?
Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt the whole childhood
I sell hot
flashback
dogs,
and whatever
so-
this is between the two of you, but line up, I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time! Let's go!
I'm sort of still thinking about my father's death, but okay.
And
I mean,
after that,
$38 is like a day's
dinner's
wages.
on me.
Literally on you?
Yep, I'm gonna
Yes,
lay it out on
please.
my chest.
Nice.
You know, Phil, I hate
Detective
being dormant in the
Gumshoe
blood room.
took us out on the town that night and then
So
back
to
to
speak.
his where Fat Boy Slim played. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom,
Like I should.
although Edgeworth was still in detention.
December 29th, 5:02 a.m. A.m.? Just go to bed! God's sake. Right in co-law offices.
Oh, Jesus! I went a little overboard yesterday. Oh, my head hurts.
I'll just show myself out.
Yeah, if you could, Gumshoe. Cheers, mate, for yesterday. It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
Yes, darling, please do come back.
Oh Christ, what have I done? What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday.
Thank you.
Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I was useless. So, I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. I hope you're happy.
Goodbye? What time is it? Gah! The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station!
The trains for the mountains will be departing. Really? That's genuinely what we call it on the roster? Okay.
Huh? I guess I'm too late. Oh.
Hey! Nick!
Maya!
Yeah.
Oh, so you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick.
I was speaking to a lot of spirits last night, I tell you.
I get what you mean. Be good, okay?
She knows I can speak to ghosts. Hold it! Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. She sounded like Alec Guinness.
You heard my sister and her wicked Alec Guinness impression?
Yes, only her voice, the Alec Guinness impression, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Mayor.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Right, I'm going to show Mayor the evidence to cheer her up. Take that!
A bullet?
I keep it with me at all times. Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to the DL-6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. You were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Mayor. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Huh? Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
You cheeky fucker. I don't know about that.
The train to the mountains is departing.
So, bye.
Bye.
Tell Edgeworth you love him.
I will.
Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice alternate. Sorry, that's not me.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is me. I do apologise. Goodbye to the novice defence attorney that I once was.
In the Dagobah system.
Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of fucking characters.
Huh. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honour. Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Objection.
And then the credits run. Wonderful credits, all of them. And we check in with some of our favourite characters.
Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoa, Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and we went right back outside.
Goodbye!
Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Yeah, why would anyone be embarrassed about just saying whoop?
I'm ashamed!
Nick, I've been working in She's shop. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah.
Who? Right! Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Phénix Wright. The defense attorney for whom I wrote an affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Oh, it's you. Phoenix Rat. Yes, Mia's understudy, was it not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Oh, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon. I'm sorry, I had a drink with breakfast.
Phoenix Rat? He an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix, me and my big arms. Oh, you know, I've seen things on the DVD and things that assist, and I'm a thirsty old woman. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I'm sure that I owe him a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. Wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. I mean, look at me. I am horrifying. No, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right? Who's that?
Who's that? What do you want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. All right. Okay, but you know, I snuck into the studio the other day and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. She's horrifying. I know it's kind of a show or whatever, but I gotta go and stab someone with my sword.
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Hooray! Yeah. So
Confetti!
great. Hooray.
Beach party!
Beach party! Somebody say beach party!
I have to praise you like I should.
Pass that reefer-style doobie. I'm off the record now.
That takes us to the end of the canonical Phoenix Wright games, or the canonical cases in the first Phoenix Wright game.
You hear that? The whole series is over. This
Nope.
is fantastic.
No, that's not it. None of you are
Good
off.
night, everybody.
You will contribute to my vision. Everyone has done such an amazing job, so I would like to throw out to people so that you out there, if you're watching this on Twitch or you're watching this later on YouTube, can give a little sort of digital round of applause for all of the wonderful people who have performed, starting with our lead, Phoenix Wright, Scott Oswald. Well done. Absolutely amazing work.
Thank you very much for inviting me to do this, Chaz. Yeah, I've, as always, got nothing interesting to plug, really. I don't know, JLT Improv on Twitter, and then everyone else's plugs, I suppose. But yeah, thanks for sorting this out, Chaz. It's been
No worries.
good fun.
It's been a pleasure.
And thank you all for listening.
Yeah, absolutely.
And watching.
And where would Phoenix be without a Maya Fey? Hannah, so wonderful when 90% of her dialogue is questions. You did amazing. You're so good. Please give your plugs.
Thank you. I'm Hannah. You can find me on Twitter at Colour Out Loud, as in the bread and then out loud. I am an actor, a poet, and a tutor. I have a pinned tweet that talks about where you can see me doing all of those things, and you can catch me monthly with Adventurers Wanted, as you can with a few other people who've been performing or involved tonight. And I just wanted to say thank you. This has been the highlight of my Wednesdays, and I know that while Maya has gone, hopefully I will get to come back soon.
Absolutely. So speaking of super regular cast members, the only person other than Mr. Scott Oswald with a perfect attendance record, John Henry Fowle, pulling double duty as the judge and Von Karma. Incredible work. Incredible work. Such good roaring. So good.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, yeah, I've got nothing else going on in my life. Certainly not a human child to look after. I've had a lovely time. This has been great. Well, yeah, thank you for watching or listening, if indeed you still are. But if you've enjoyed this and you enjoy my dulcet tones, then I'm reading horror stories every now and again on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TheStoryBeast. And yeah, we're back on Thursday. So tomorrow, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes. Thursday is, well, yeah, of course.
In which case, it's anyone's guess.
Could be any day. And where would we be without our superstar sexy prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Tom Crowley is Miles Edgeworth. Incredible work.
Hello.
Thank you for nothing else, but Gredgeworth alone would be enough to get you in the Hall of Fame.
Gredgeworth. I do a one-man sketch comedy podcast called Crowley Time. I'd like you to listen to that. I'd also like you to watch the amazing John Henry Falls, The Story Beast Twitch channel, telling beautiful ghost stories, and check everybody else out who's here. This has been such a joy. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. And where would we... Although there was a moment where Tom had to duck out last week, and he was filled in for by our gumshoe, David Olwyn, who is a brilliant gumshoe.
Olwyn.
No one could tell.
It was very Solid Snake, and I loved every minute of it. David, you were fantastic as Gumshoe. Your plugs, please.
I've had an absolute whale of a time. This has been a complete highlight, a lockdown highlight, and if nothing else, then this horrible global tragedy has given us this wondrous joy treat. I am going to be in Secret Cinema's thing that they're doing. It's called Secret Sofa. This Friday, I will be playing Warden Hanlon. We're kind of working out the kinks, but they're doing Shawshank Redemption this Friday, so check out the Facebook thing for just go on Secret Sofa, Secret Cinema, you'll find it. Also, this Saturday, if one online thing wasn't enough for you, we're also doing As You Like It, directed by my wonderful wife, Rachel Waring, specifically directed and created for our sort of current situation, so it does take place during lockdown with social isolation. And if you like video games and acting, the Forest of Arden in this is a video game, because that's the only way that we could figure it out working. So tune in at 7:30 on the Stay In on Facebook for that.
Awesome. Rachel will hopefully be joining us on Season 2 of La Theatre de Phénix as well, which I'm very much looking forward to.
She is high.
Angus Dunnican, talk about dedication. Angus Dunnican came in today to deliver 3 lines.
I like to think of myself as the Cole Meany of this show. I'm very much the Chief O'Brien. I'm the sleeping giant of this show.
You're the glue. You're the glue.
I'm just showing up. I'm just standing in the transporter room in case somebody wants to go anywhere that day. Thank you so much. It's been huge fun. I had a lovely time. If you'd like to see what else I'm up to, I have my own Dungeons and Dragons podcast called Chaotic Adequate. There's a new episode of that every week. As well as being a performer on that, I'm also do the sound design on it. In addition to that, I'm doing a audiobook of Dune, one chapter at a time. Chapters are released on Monday or Tuesday if I'm a bit overworked. You can find that on my SoundCloud just by searching Angus Dunnican, which is Dunican, like Duncan with a sneaky I in the middle. And if you want to commission me to do a tiny audio drama of your own, you can do that by going to my coffee page, by just going to coffee and searching Angus Dunnican, and you can either buy me a coffee or commission me to do a tiny audiobook for you if you would like.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, and we this case wouldn't have been half as dramatic without our Yanni Yogi. What a twist! What a character twist! What a performance twist! Reese Lawton as Yanni Yogi. Amazing job.
They interviewed a parrot.
Like,
Yeah.
to condemn me. That's
something that happened in this video game. Yeah,
that happened. That actually happened.
that is nothing compared to when they cross-examine a whale. But that's a.
Fucking what?
Fully believe
We will not get to that case. It's not in the original trilogy.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, this has been amazing. I'm not doing all that much. There's a show coming up in June, which should be either 12th or 13th of June, which is 9 Foot Square, that myself and some wonderful people are putting on. And really looking forward to it because there's some glorious people involved. Yeah, other than that, you can probably find me some way in terms of social media. I don't do social media that well, so I can't popularize it here. But this has been an absolute delight, and follow all these other people because I can say now that the Control Repeat stuff that David was talking about with the As You Like It has been great fun to watch lately. Story Beast is always brilliant, and other people who are, of course, glorious and wonderful, and most of all, just enjoy yourselves because this is scary times, and yeah, it's important to take time for yourself.
Speaking of other people who are also brilliant and wonderful, we had a brief return of Chloe Masheter as Lotta Hart, which is amazing.
Hey, I'm sure that description of me has nothing to do with the fact that I'm this person's girlfriend. Hi. Am I plugging things?
Yes.
I've no idea what people have already plugged because I can't hear. So I'm going to plug rollflipdraw.itch.io, which is where I publish small-scale role-playing games, and I'm writing some up at the moment, and I will have them out soon, I promise. There's going to be a solo one about where you try to steal a dragon's money by marrying it and then killing it and inheriting everything. So look out for things like that, and some more serious games too.
Yay. You're great.
Oh, shush. Not on the stream, honey.
Sorry. So, with that in mind, I just wanted to thank all of you for tuning in. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We're trying to work out people's availability going through to the future. We've done this for 9 weeks, which is a lot. I'm hoping that we start next week with the bonus case of the first game, Rise from the Ashes, and we go through all of that. That should take maybe 3 weeks. And then maybe start with game 2, which would be really, really fun. But we'll see how it all shakes out. I just thank you all for tuning in. It is very bizarre to me that week 2 of this was my birthday. It was my actual birthday on week 2 of this. And we fast forwarded to week 9, which is Mental Health Awareness Week. And this has been such a calming and joyous thing to do every week. Socializing with these people, laughing at all of their brilliant improvs, just being silly in this way has meant the world to me, as I hope it is. I hope you've managed to get enjoyment out of it at the very least. So with that in mind, hopefully see you next week.
And just in case it hasn't been said, because I haven't necessarily heard, Chaz has been complimenting everyone and saying how wonderful they are. This person is also wonderful and amazing for organising this whole thing.
Chaz is a fucking ledge.
That's very kind of you. Yes, well, if you like the content that I'm doing, if you're on my Twitch page, there are 3 different donate links and also a link to my YouTube so you can watch previous episodes of La Theatre de Phénix. I also do a pub quiz, an online pub quiz on Twitch every Saturday at 8 PM. So please come in for that. But thank you, all of you, genuinely. This is the craziest thing in the world, and I can't believe that it exists. And I wish you a very pleasant rest of your week, and hopefully see you soon. Good night, everyone.